the best vacation spots on Earth is Japan. You could spend a lifetime exploring all of the hundreds of sites the country has to offer. Because of this, we've put up a list of the best sites to visit in Japan so you can plan your vacation appropriately. This list includes well-known locations like Kyoto, as well as some less travelled to places that are unquestionably worthwhile of your time. Japan is a nation that is rich in culture and tradition. It's a wonderful country to explore, with everything from traditional temples to cutting-edge skyscrapers. Let's look at some of the highlights of this interesting country's many sites and activities. Here are 10 places to visit in Japan. Osaka, the second largest urban area and third largest city overall in Japan, are both located in Osaka. Despite having an elder brother in Tokyo, it is still a place you must visit while in Japan. Osaka is a great place to start your Japanese experience because it is situated in the center of the country. As the capital of Japan throughout a considerable portion of its history, Osaka has been one of the most important cities in that nation. As a result, a number of Osaka's famous landmarks are among the top attractions in the city. The main attraction in Osaka is the Osaka Castle. Built in 1583, the massive Osaka Castle occupies a large amount of space. But even without the ancient districts, Osaka remains a fantastic city to explore. It is by far Japan's best city for souvenir shopping. In Osaka, you'll find significantly better prices on traditional Japanese goods, and with what seems like an endless number of bars, clubs and performance venues spread out around the city, it is very difficult to get bored here. Furthermore, the food is simply amazing, and since Osaka sees fewer foreign visitors than Tokyo does, it tends to be more authentic than in Tokyo. Ishigaki. Okinawa is unquestionably one of the greatest places to visit in Japan if you're looking for a destination that's a little more different from the rest of the country. The island of Ishigaki is located in Okinawa Prefecture, Japan. It is a portion of Japan's south and west in the Okinawa Prefecture. The most common languages here are very different from Japanese, because of its stunning turquoise waters and white sand beaches. The island of Ishigaki, which is a part of the Okinawa Prefecture, is sometimes referred to as the Hawaii of Japan. Its popularity as the world's top travel destination on TripAdvisor in 2018 is likely due to these features. The majority of your stay on Ishigaki Island will be spent on its numerous beaches, but it is known for more than just its beaches. It also has some of Japan's most unique cuisine. The quality of the fresh seafood is unmatched worldwide here. Ishigaki Island is home to a number of resorts, some of which are quite lovely. However, its most alluring feature is how reasonably priced it is. The hotels on Ishigaki are surprisingly inexpensive, especially when compared to Japan's reputation as one of the most expensive countries to live in. In contrast, the Maldives, Hawaii or any other sunny locations similar to it are expensive. Hakone. One of the most well-liked tourist attractions in Japan is Hakone. It may easily be reached as a day trip from Tokyo and is only a few hours away. Hakone is well known for its hot springs, but there are also a ton of other things to do there. You can take a ropeway to the sulfur pits, rent pirate ships to sail about Lake Ashi, or take the cable car to see the mountains in the distance. Okinawa and the Southern Islands. Compared to the rest of Japan, Okinawa and the Southwest Islands provide a completely unique experience. This archipelago of semi-tropical islands connects Kyushu to Taiwan. They founded their own country before being annexed by Japan in the 19th century. The Riki Empire, and the cultural contrasts are evident in everything from the architecture to the cuisine. Japan's finest beaches, such as those on the Yaeyama Islands and the Kurama Islands, with sugar-white sand bordered by palm trees and turquoise waters, may be found here. Enjoy the sun or go scuba diving and snorkeling. Mount Fuji. The majestic Mount Fuji will leave you speechless, even from a distance. The tallest mountain in Japan is nothing short of amazing up close, with its absolutely symmetrical cone. Every year, hundreds of thousands of people climb it, carrying on centuries-old custom of making pilgrimage to the revered volcano. Follow in the footsteps of Japan's most renowned painters and poets. If you'd prefer to look for picture-perfect views from the nearby, less intimidating peaks. Naoshima. One of Japan's greatest success stories is the transformation of Naoshima, a rural island that was about to become a ghost town, into a premier hub for contemporary art. The Seto Inland Sea is home to the tiny, verdant island of Naoshima. The island is home to a number of art galleries, sculptures and contemporary buildings that have been incorporated into the surroundings. In addition to being a great weekend getaway from Tokyo, Naoshima is a fantastic location for camping in Japan. You can travel to Naoshima by ferry or aeroplane. The closest ferry terminal is Miyanaura Port, which is approximately 9 kilometers from the island's center and 27 kilometers away from the Naoshima airport. A few lodging options are available close to Naoshima. Miyanaura Port, which has a few hotels and guest houses, is the closest place to stay. A few hotels, like My Lodge, Naoshima, are also situated on the island. Yakushima. Yakushima is an island prefecture that is well known for its waterfalls and environmental preserves. Due to its stunning natural surroundings, this is among the top destinations in Japan to visit. Hike through the woodlands, beach strolls, and waterfall sightseeing are all enjoyable activities. The simplest way to get to Yakushima is by air. Both Kagoshima and Osaka have airports, and both have flights that go to Yakushima. Alternatively, you can take a ferry from Kagoshima or Osaka to the island. In Yakushima, there are several different lodging options. Miyanaura is the ideal place to stay if you're seeking for a place close to the beaches. But there are several other lodging options nearby, and it is simple to get to the beaches from this area. Anbo is an excellent choice if you're seeking for a spot to stay in the woods. It is close to some of the best hiking trails on the island and has a number of guest houses and minshuku. Kyoto. Other than the fact that their names start with the same letters, Kyoto is undoubtedly the most well-known Japanese city outside of Tokyo. Whether it's your first or 10th vacation to Japan, this vibrant city is well worth a stop. Both the traditional and contemporary aspects of Japan may be found in Kyoto. More than 1,000 Buddhist temples and 400 Shinto shrines, including 17 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, can all be found in Kyoto. Due to the fact that it was largely spared from the horrors of World War II, Kyoto boasts more historic structures than any other city in Japan. There are more than 1,600 Buddhist shrines, monasteries, geisha districts, and temples that date back centuries and all feature stunning traditional Japanese architecture. Japan's capital, Kyoto, is home to more UNESCO World Heritage Sites than any other city on Earth. Through addition, there are other old gardens that date back hundreds or even thousands of years old, and are all so well preserved. Yokohama. The second largest city in Japan is Yokohama, but it is very different from both Osaka and Tokyo. Yokohama has always been a city that existed in the shadow of Tokyo, much like Osaka. Due to numerous earthquakes in the early 20th century that nearly totally destroyed it, and World War II's destruction of what was left, the majority of this city is relatively new and modern. Yokohama has subsequently recovered significantly and is now regarded as one of the top tourist destinations in the nation. The Minato Mirai, or Harbour of the Future, is undoubtedly the nicest feature of Yokohama. One of the reasons Japan is regarded as having such futuristic reputation is because it is one of the most cutting-edge and high-tech districts in the entire country. It's possible to have a lot of fun here, exploring, taking pictures, and learning about the technologies involved. Takeyama. A charming tiny village called Takeyama can be found near the Japanese Alps. This town is teeming with historical structures, giving you the impression that you've gone back in time when you visit. While Takeyama still manages to keep the entire historic aura with a small town feel, Takeyama is still a major metropolis, while Kyoto may be similarly historic. It's really aesthetically attractive to just stroll around Takeyama's old neighbourhood, take some pictures, and discover more about the town's past. It's practically impossible to go down any street in this town without seeing a sake bar that has been there for hundreds of years, since the town is renowned across Japan for serving only the greatest sake in the nation. There are many traditional festivals held in Takeyama, and this city has done a fantastic job of preserving the culture that we all have grown to know and love. We hope on your next trip to Japan you can get a chance to visit one of these spectacular places. Let us know in the comments below where you would visit. Thanks for watching, we'll see you in the next one.